Hey guys, this video is for May 14 and 15. I made it into Trent's Grocery after hiking about 14 miles that day, and sat and talked with an older gentleman that ended up being the owner's father. They cater to hikers, have even places you can pay to put your tent, place your tent in the back. They have showers and all that. But I just didn't want to spend the money. I walked down and got a burger and some some chocolate milk and talked to Mr. Miller for about an hour and a half. Then he took me back up the mountain where the trail was, and I camped just off the road there. So short video here, but just progressing on. Hey, good morning. It's Sunday, March 14th. Had a great night's sleep last night. Woke up every like 3 hours, but it's great. What helped was you may be able to hear the roar back there. I camped by myself in a little campsite very near this large stream. I'll show it to you in a few minutes. Give you an update. I didn't update anything on the 13th. It was just a mess of a day. On the 12th, I came up the mountain and ended up staying at a shelter because I walked in rain for 4 hours. And I wish I had that information. I stayed at a shelter. Anyway, I can't remember. And it was really a good night. It was only slept 8 people. It was very roomy. Had 4 sides and a door, picnic table inside. I'd never been in one that nice. So anyway, I stayed there, got some sleep. I was soaked when I walked in, got my dry clothes on, ate a little something. I didn't have any water. There was no water at that shelter, but we were collecting it just from the rain coming down. It soaked me for 4 hours. Flood warnings out. It was crazy. Anyway, I left there yesterday and proceeded 15 miles, exactly, according to the book. And shoes were wet the day before, shoes and socks, and the shoes and socks were wet all day yesterday. So I did develop some blisters for the first time, a blister. I got some rough spots on my toes, but they're gonna be okay. But I've taped up one of those toes to get the blister on. I hate that. Almost 600 miles and without a blister. We got here, and then my plan is to go 7 miles this morning. And if I would get there in time, but I don't think I will because I've got to climb a 2,000-foot hill over here. So I was going to try to go to church this morning somewhere in Bland, Virginia, B-L-A-N-D, Virginia. Anyway, that's the catch up on the last couple of days. It was tough. It was one of those days that you just wanted to quit. You really did, especially with the feet hurting. Oh, and the sprain above my ankle, not on the ankle, it's kind of a sprain on the leg. I don't want to preach to you guys because I want you to try to get something out of these videos, but I did ask the Lord to help me, and somehow I hobbled all morning yesterday morning to the point that my right buttocks is hurting today because I hobbled lifting my left leg up and putting most of the weight on my right leg going up the mountains. About 11:30, 12 o'clock, it just started working, and I picked up some mileage, not as much as I would have normally had, but 15 miles a day is pretty good between 8 and 5 o'clock. I would have picked up a couple more miles on a normal day. But I can only give him the glory for that because I don't know. So this morning, there's still some pain there, not much. I'm going to go into Bland and get an ace bandage to put around it and a few supplies and carry on. The weather's beautiful. I think my plan is to stop in Harrisburg in a couple of days. I'm correct, I'm about 30 miles out, so I should be able to get there in 2 or 3 days easy. I have to double check that. But anyway, appreciate you hanging with me.
you are the first and the last. Hallelujah. Lord, you'll always be. Before thee there was no other God, and after thee there will be none else. God, you are the God that created all things, the things that we see with our eyes.
All right, just had some great pizza. Average pizza, but when you figure $8.50 for your drink and the pizza, it's an excellent pizza. I'm in Bastain. And I thought I was somewhere else, but I'm in Bastain. I've got to get back up on the mountain. And I was very fortunate. I came out of church, put my thumb out, and very first car picked me up. So I was very fortunate with that. A good family. I made their pictures, you saw. Now I got to get back up on the mountain. Don't know how this is going to happen. I'm going to hitchhike. Hope for the best. This is Bastain. There's the mountains around it. Little church. And a gas station back there. So we'll see. Good afternoon. It's May the 15th, and it's Monday. And this is what I've been seeing all day. It's the green tunnel they talk about in Virginia. And it's really, you can look out occasionally when I'm down low right now, but when you're up about 3,000 feet, you can look out and through the bushes and you can see some other mountains and things, but really there's just not much to see. Let me stop. I'm going to fall if I don't stop. That's a little impromptu campsite down there. I was going to stay right here tonight. A beautiful place to stay. Got water, everything I need. But I'm going to push on about 3 more miles and get closer to, I think it's 608, the Highway 608. And I think Bryant's going to try to meet up with me. I'm trying to give him his best directions as possible as when I'm going to be there. It's just hard to tell, but anyway, this is it. This is what I've been seeing all day. That's why you haven't heard from me too much. So, the green tunnel. And by the end of the day, I will have done 14 miles, so doing pretty good. And trying to stay close to my 15-mile goal. Hold on. All right, trail angel extraordinaire here. I walked down the mountain. This is the father of the guy that owns.
Trent's Grocery.
Yep. What is it? Trent's. Yeah, Trent's Grocery. They kind of take care of the hikers here. He felt I had a little dinner, hamburger, French fries. We talked old times and old school. And what's your name?
Albert Miller.
Albert Miller.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller, you're a lifesaver to me. Thank you. And everybody's they're gonna appreciate you helping me. So thank you, sir.
And
Lord,
my son is a builder too, but the store runs under Trent's Grocery.
Does he?
That was Sherry's grandmother that
Really?
used to start.
Wow. Well, it's old school. Notice over here, you pump your gas. You have to pay. You pay for your gas after you pump it here. Not like where we live, buddy. Mr. Miller, thank you.
We were going the other side, but we weren't. So we went to